Hello everybody, welcome to my garage. Today we're going to do a quick rundown on pre-track inspections for your bike. My name is Bobby Long. A little about myself, I've been doing this since about 4 years old, racing here and there. I've never had a legit pit crew, so I kind of learned this as I went along. But we'll point you guys in the right direction, and hopefully you can take from this video and win some motos yourself. So first off, we're going to start with pretty basic fundamentals. We're going to come over here and check the oil. You know, you gotta have oil when you race. It's pretty simple. You got these two lines right here. That's your low, that's your high. You kind of want to be in the middle, and you want to tilt it. Obviously, I'm pretty low. You know, you want to be in the middle. Like I said, that's pretty low. You know, and then another fairly simple check would be to check the gas. It sounds stupid, but you know, I know people that have ran out of gas on the track. I mean, obviously we're pretty low, so another great check for pre-track. You know, and then we'll go into basically the fundamentals of everything else, i.e. your shocks. Your shocks are pretty important. Your tires are pretty important. You know, without these good tires, you're not going to be able to put the power down that your bike potentially has. You're going to lose it in the corners, and you're going to lose it on the takeoffs. And moto, you want to win the whole shot. That's everybody's goal, in my opinion. But so let's check these shocks out. We just rebuilt these shocks. As you can see over here, there's rings. Those are from where I've landed and kind of slammed down hard. So that's why I knew I needed to replace my shocks, do a rebuild. And if you look down here, you can kind of tell that it was leaking at one point. You can see that there's mud caked up in there and all that stuff. So that's another pretty significant sign that it's time to rebuild your shocks. Fairly simple, you know, a couple seals, top and bottom, some fluid, some springs, nothing too crazy, you know. And then, like I said, about the tires, you always want to have decent tires. I mean, these are pretty new tires. Unfortunately, they're the OEM tires. Not really something I prefer, and they're hard. You can tell by the way the lugs are that they're hard. A lot of people run soft on their tracks. I like to run medium just because it's, you know, it's in between both worlds. But we recently replaced this tire, as you can tell. Still got the paint marks on it. Lugs look beautiful. No cracks, no tears, nothing missing. I still got the hair sticking off, you know. And then we'll check the back tire. Another fairly simple check. I didn't replace this back tire yet because I'm going to use this bike for some hair scrambles. It's totally different than a moto. But nonetheless, we checked these lugs. You know, still got the little hairs on there. Nothing broke, nothing cracked. A little worn out, but that's fine. That's typical. I've been rallying this bike pretty hard this year. You know, then brakes. Brakes are another important thing. You got all that power and all that momentum, and you're flying down the track, and you need to stop. So you check these brake pads. These brake pads right here are what stop you. I don't use very much back tire, as you can tell. Those are still OEM brakes. But I do have an oversized brake rotor on here for more stopping power. And then, you know, we come up to the front, and it's the same thing, same check, front and back brakes, you know, another oversized brake rotor to help slow me down. Check the brake pads. It's kind of hard to see, but if you squeeze in right there, you can see the pads. Little like a ice cream sandwich kind of looking deal, you know. So yeah, you know, check the brakes, check the tires, check your fluids, check your gas, obviously. And then another pretty simple check. Your plastics. The plastics are important. When you're flying down a track, hauling butt, and you know, something as simple as that. I put the plastic on backwards just so I can kind of show you, but this will catch on your pants. You know, and then you're doing a whip in the air trying to correct yourself and trying to be aerodynamic, and then you're crashing and wiping out. It's no fun for anybody. But nonetheless, easy fix, 2 bolts, but they're tight. You know, both sides. Make sure your exhaust is on there pretty solid, pretty tight. You know, so that's basically the rundown on a pre-track inspection. Obviously, the professionals have pit crews and all that stuff to ensure everything was properly done. I was never that rich, never had a pit crew, so. But yeah, so that's basically it. Hope you learned something from my video. Thanks for watching.